Assalamualaikum and a good day to everyone. I am going to present chapter 7 and I am from group 5 and this is my group member. First, factor influencing group conflicts. Firstly, burnout. Burnout is a form of exhaustion caused by constantly feeling swamped. It's a result of excessive and prolonged emotional, physical, and also mental stress. In many cases, burnout is related to one job. Burnout happens when you are overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and also unable to keep up with life's incessant demand. Second, a young hawk. A young hawk is known not by his or her chronological age, but by his or her consciousness. A young hawk is constantly seeking ways to improve the group and also raise the group status in the organization. A young hawk have a tendency to be impatient and also ostracize group members who are not performing at high level of productivity, motivation, and also enthusiasm. Young hawks are valuable group members who can raise the level of productivity and pride in one group. It also could push the group into burnout or into much conflict with the other groups in organization. Next is old buffalo. Old buffalo is the opposite of a young hawk, but young hawk thinks old buffalo work too slow. But the advantages of old buffalo is it have a good range of perspective of the group role and also excellent in guiding new members of the group and also minimizing the group conflicts. Next, company loyalists. Company loyalists are loved by the top management as they are compliant and stand by the decision made by the management. They are always positive and supportive to all the agendas of the management. The group members try to provoke and say negative things, but company loyalists would still have Pollyanna views toward the organization. It is regardless company's selfish agenda, company loyalists would not see it so and still be positive. Company loyalist is opposite to the cynic. Last but not least, cynic. Cynic is a person who thinks all actions are selfish and whose outlook is negative. Cynic is someone who thinks that people only volunteer so they can receive a reward at the end. Cynic is always cynical and distrust in management. When the group involved in a consciousness raising talk, cynics see it as a management attempt try to motivate workers falsely. But cynic is also demoralize group pride and decrease new members' confidence. Next is groupthink. Groupthink is a physiological phenomenon that occurs within a group of people in which the desire for harmony or conformity in the group result in an irrational or dysfunctional decision making. The symptom of groupthink is rationalization, peer pressure, complacency, moral high ground, stereotyping, and also illusion of unanimity. Firstly, rationalization. This is when team members convince themselves that despite evidence to the contrary, the decision or alternative being presented is the best one. Second, peer pressure. When a team member expresses an opposing opinion or question the rationale behind a decision, the rest of the team members work together to pressure or penalize that person in compliance. Next, complacency. A few successes the group begin to feel like any decision they make is the right one because there is no disagreement from any source. Moral high ground. Each member of the group views him or herself as moral. The combination of moral mind is therefore do not be likely to make a poor or immoral decision. When morality is used as a basis for decision making, the pressure to conform is even greater because no individual want to be perceived as immoral. Stereotyping as a group becomes more uniform in their view. They begin to see outsiders as possessing a different and inferior set of morals and characteristics from themselves. These perceived negative characteristics are then used to discredit the opposition. Lastly, illusion of unanimity. Because no one speaks out, everyone in the group feels the group decision is unanimous. This is what feeds the group think and causes it to spiral out of control.
Moving on, there is a strong association between the symptom of groupthink that can cause defects in the decision-making process. The presence of groupthink can cause the following decision-making defects. Firstly, the existence of few alternatives. Second, no examination of planned and rejected plans. Third, rejection of expert opinion. Fourth, biased treatment of information. And lastly is no contingency plan. However, all of these defects can be cured by firstly, maximize the additional conflicts. Second is developing central negative role and reduce leader dominance when there is a defect on no examination of plans and rejected plans. Third is keeping the group pride within the limits. Fourth, examine the advantages and disadvantages of all proposals when there is a biased treatment of information. Lastly, using a problem-solving agenda system when there's no contingency plan that exists. A key element in understanding cooperation and competition is the type of goal interdependence found between the involved parties. Parties' goals may be negatively interdependent, one party's success correlating with the other failures. Such situations tend to yield competitive relationship with a win-lose orientation, but there will be a tension between competition and cooperation. Organizations create mixed motive rewards. They will use reward system for a continuum from pure competitive to pure cooperative. As the competitive reward increase, so does group conflict increase. In this chapter, I will explain briefly about negotiation style. Firstly, we have avoiding. Avoidance is a non-competitive and non-collaborative response in the face of interpersonal and team conflict. Avoiding is a strategy of withdrawal that is based on the belief that conflict is detrimental and dysfunctional to a team. Next, we have competing. Competition is assertive and less cooperative interpersonal behavior. When one adopts a competitive style, one puts primary emphasis on one's own goals without recognizing the potential for disagreement and conflict. Accommodating can be defined as a non-competitive and cooperative response to conflict. One whose characteristic response to conflict is accommodation may believe that one should meet the wants and needs for others. Other than that, collaborating can be both assertive and cooperative, which is the opposite of avoiding. To collaborate, it means that to engage in joint decision making characterized by mutual trust and respect. Lastly is compromising. It believes that one should engage in mutual yielding or mutual concession, take half measures, or find the middle ground. That's all from us. Thank you.